This is First Warning Weather.
Welcome back. Looking out at the morning sky cam, temperatures have really plummeted across the area down into the 30s. Some of us very close to that freezing mark. Good chunk of us not exactly going to get there, but we will be quite close here this evening. Winds have calmed down considerably compared to Friday, but it still got up to 30 miles per hour and more in certain areas, especially Wellsboro got up to 30, 31 Elmira, 33 in Penyan, 44 miles per hour the top gust in Binghamton. A few areas also hit 50 miles per hour on Friday. We look ahead now. Let's take a look at the satellite. Not too much happening at the moment, just a handful of clouds rolling through. We'll see a lot of these start to break up as we get into tomorrow, more or less on the mostly sunny side. You can see a few rain-enhanced showers just creeping in parts of Allegheny County, but for the most part, we're staying dry tonight. Not too much happening across the Twin Tiers here this evening, but we are seeing more of a chill in the air as you go further to the east. Up in the Finger Lakes, 34 in Cortland and Ithaca. A bit warmer Watkins Glen sitting at 41, but you go further south into Tioga County, pair of 42s, Tioga and Mansfield, but the Chemung River Valley, Corning and Elmira, 33 here this evening. It is chilly. But as we go in towards tomorrow, we can see temperatures rebounding briefly into around the 50s by noon, mid to upper 50s into the afternoon. So slightly above average. We're normally around 55, but we'll actually sit just briefly above our average. But we are also turning clocks back to nice extra hour of sleep here this evening. Of course, though, going to really have big adjustment on our sunrises and sunsets. A big adjustment, too, in our overall conditions. Starting tomorrow, we can expect to see high pressure build to the south, and that is going to keep things relatively calm, though you will see a few rain showers skirt just to the north of our area, mainly up closer to the Rochester and Syracuse areas. But for us, we can expect things to stay on the calm side once again. But temperatures in this time really going to be right around that average, just a little bit above it. So slight unseasonable warmth here in towards the early portion of next week. We're hovering right around the average on Thursday. Temperature, or rather I should say Wednesday. On Thursdays, we're going to see temperatures dive slightly below average. So a little bit of fluctuation across the area here in the next few days when it comes to our temperatures. But clouds, hardly any in the sky tomorrow over the Twin Tiers. Things going to stay nice and calm for us. We go into Monday. That's where we could see, again, a few light showers, but most of them are going to be off to the north. You can see just a few knocking on the door, but after we get through the early portion of the week, again, a little bit on the cooler side, so you certainly want to watch out for those cooler conditions to come around late next week. As for our 5-degree guarantee, we forecasted a high of 54, ended up at 53, 1 degree short there, but it's $5 for our charity of the month, which is the Arctic League. As we head into tomorrow, 57 overall, not too bad out there. Light breezes out of the northwest, mild conditions, but lots of sunshine. A nice start to our November, a slightly unseasonably warm start to our November, and we'll stay on the warm track for a little while longer, Monday and Tuesday. A little bit of rain possible. Going to look at 56 there for a high temperature rain showers for the middle of the week. More rain likely to follow suit Friday and Saturday.